What the crap is wrong with people? Huh? I would get up, but I don't got no drawers on. Jesus Christ. Suck! Though I'm still not back 100%, but I'm trying. And when I'm back, y'all gonna know I'm back. But slowly but surely, I'm getting some videos out. I'm trying. But let's go. Sup, though.
Randonautica is an app.
I'm so glad you said that name. Because when I was reading this title, I did not know how to say that word. But let's go. Sound like a club name, too, to be honest with you.
That uses a random number generator and location settings to create coordinates for users to explore in their local areas.
What?
The app was released in February 2020 and became...
What? Go back. Go back. Go back. Go, you said a hold on.
Randonautica is an app that uses a random number generator and location settings to create coordinates for users to explore in their local areas.
That sounds... that sounds hell. Nah, nope. I don't trust that now. Why would you? Nah. No. I don't know what's worse, that or Pokemon Go.
The app was released in February 2020 and became especially popular during the COVID lockdowns. People would often document their findings through video and post them online. Sometimes people find downright creepy things or places, or even find themselves at the scene of a crime. A viewer named David sent me this first story and footage. It was August of 2020. The weather had been good, and so he and a friend decided to use Randonautica out of boredom. They generated 4 anomalies in total, since the first 3 were in someone's backyard or inaccessible locations.
Oh my God.
In the app, anomalies are points that can be either attractors or...
This app was literally made to cluck people up. No, that's actually insane.
voids. Attractors are clusters of random points that are very dense, while voids are clusters with a very low density. The 4th anomaly looked promising, and so the 2 friends drove there. You can see on the screen the street they drove down, followed by the small path they went down after parking. The anomaly had a radius of 470 meters, so it was a fairly big area, but they didn't have to look around for long before making a bizarre and honestly creepy discovery. This is a photograph of the path they walked down, and as they walked down, they stumbled across a note stuck through a stick. On the outside of it, it read, "Write down your cell phone number." When folded open, it read, "I can give you a cell phone number or even an email address. Give me your mail address and I will send you it," with what it is referring to remaining unclear.
So you can see, first of all, it says, write down your cell phone number. When you fold it open, ich kann dir eine Handynummer geben oder sogar eine E-Mail-Adresse. Gib mir eine Mailadresse und ich sende es dir. So.
4 years. Why did I do that? 4 years. This app has been public in 4 years straight. No stops, no nothing. On, going 24/7, night, day, up, down, side to side. People have been getting clucked up left and right, up and down. The corners also. No condom necessary. What Adidas at? Oh, they don't got no Adidas. I ain't never heard this app before. That's crazy. Nah, man. Nah.
It says somewhere along the lines, I can give you a cell phone number or even an email address. Give me an email address and I'll send it to you. So yeah, that was just hanging on this tree here, on this branch, this piece of paper. I'm gonna put it back.
He ended up writing his number on the note and putting it back on the stick. Right next to the note were a bunch of bras lined up on a fallen tree branch with no explanation.
So, yeah, that's a bunch of bras. I'm told
that man got... Get the hell out of there! Get the hell... You know...
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
You can't see it. But I spilled the majority of my popcorn because it was in my lap and I didn't have a stable shits.
1, 2, 3, 4, behind there, 5, 6. There are more.
These items couldn't have been left there for more than a few days, as they were discovered on the 6th of August, and the last rainfall was 3 days earlier, yet the piece of paper showed no signs of ever having gotten wet. Among some of the other things that the friends found at the scene were 2 packages of condoms and a pot that was seemingly used for a fire. The friends returned the next day on the 7th, and the note where he wrote down his number was gone. A few days later, he got a text from an unknown number, just saying hi. He answered, saying, "Hi, who is this?" The number then replied his address, and at this point, he blocked the number.
Cluck you. Every last bit of you. Cluck you. And your mother, and your dad, and your sister, and your brother, and your dog. Because that's who's about to get clucked up inside your house.
Whatever or whoever this little scene was meant for remains a mystery. Man. This following footage, posted online by Taylor Vasquez, documents her disturbing findings when also using Randonautica. She downloaded the app and generated a location not far from her house. The location turns out to be an abandoned creek-looking area.
So I keep seeing that Randonaut thing all over TikTok, and I really want to try it out. So I just downloaded the app, and I found the location.
Really? Really? Because you saw everybody else doing it, you want to do it too. You the same person that be like, damn, these Reebok shoes look fire as hell. Let me go ahead and just, no. How much they are? $20. Run them up. Let me go. Let me get like 2-3 pairs. Let me get about 2 or 3 pairs of the Reeboks. Yeah, them jokes are fire. You put them on, you get clucked up immediately. Oh my God. Oh, she's literally the same person. That old phrase. If you see your friend falling off or jumping off a cliff or something like that, you'll jump off too. Yes, you will. You will. You will.
And that's like 1.5 miles by my house. So I'm gonna go check it out and see if I can see.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary at first, and it seems like a typical random location the app could lead somebody to, until she finds a series of disturbing drawings, seemingly done by a child.
Pretty creepy. I'm gonna see what that is. Okay, so I just opened up one of the photos, and it's whatever the fuck that is. Then we have these random 3. This one's it's your birthday with the snowman. I don't know. And these two I just put together. It's like, play with me. Alright, I think it was just my imagination. I think I'm just hearing shit.
As she's analyzing the drawings, she suddenly hears an unsettling sound.
Play with me.
It sounds like the voice of a young...
She talking about... That was so loud. You was loud that whole time. Okay, let me go back a little bit.
As she's analyzing the drawings, she suddenly hears an unsettling sound.
Play with me.
It sounds like the voice of a young child, but the video cuts here. On a later date, Taylor returns to the creek, but this time there are new drawings that weren't there last time. According to her, these ones being even creepier than the previous series of drawings, with one of the drawings being a sigil of Baphomet. As she's distracted by the drawings, the voice of a child can once again be heard in the background.
If they have messages on them, because then, like, those look like symbols.
At first, she doesn't seem to hear it, but once she does...
What? That child is hella loud. I heard. What you talking about? Unless she's trying to block out the child. I don't know what's going on in her mind. Cause maybe she's already in a cluck ass situation. And it's like, I guess she's trying to ignore more of the cluckness.
Makes a dash for it, and the video cuts.
I don't really see anything else.
After uploading the video to TikTok, a viewer pointed out what appears to be the face of a young child peering from behind a tree.
No one was with me, and tell me if you guys think that looks like a ghost child, because I don't know.
Taylor uploads another video analyzing a journal she picked up from the creek, with each page revealing another...
Why you taking shit home? Why you taking shit home? That don't belong to you. For all you know, that shit could be cursed. Why you taking shit home?
Settling message. Taylor returns to the creek one last time.
Hey, Taylor, with all due respect. Taylor, with all due respect. You about to get clucked up in all your hoes. No condom necessary. Bring that ass. Damn. 3 times back to back. You going back, and then you go at night. Taylor. Which one you want? You want to get clucked up by this hot ass oil that's temped at 350 degrees, or you want some Trojan condoms? Some cluck ass condoms.
It's not only a Ouija board made out of a piece of cardboard, but also a large knife sitting next to it.
Oh no, she alright. It's not nighttime. Alright. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on right now in this video.
This was the last time Taylor dared to return to the creek.
No,
so whatever was going on here...
No, it's not. No, it's not. I promise you, she went back there a few more times off camera.
Remain a mystery. As with many things posted on the internet, there's no 100% proof that this whole series of videos weren't staged. However, there were certain aspects of the videos that viewers feel make them feel more realistic. Mainly the weathered-looking pieces of paper that contain the drawings, along with the disturbing image of the child's face in the video. Whether or not this was genuine is really up to the viewer to decide. This story was sent by viewer Davey S. One night as she was scrolling through TikTok, she came across a story about a few teenagers who were using Randonautica, and after following the set of coordinates they were given, reached a secluded beach area where they saw a suitcase washed up that contained something disturbing. But I'll talk more about that in a bit. Davy and her roommate Ash saw this and were determined to make their own unsettling discovery on the app. They invited 2 other friends to join them, and when they all got together, they gathered in Davy's room and figured out how to use the app.
Oh, yeah.
They set a radius around their current location, 29 kilometers, or around 18 to 19 miles.
Damn.
After hitting the button to get the location, a screen popped up telling them to set their intentions for what they want to learn and experience during...
AKA, if you have Adidas anything, go ahead and bring it with you. Cluck. Because where you going, baby girl, where you going, it's clucked up to the max. So I just want to tell you, if you got Adidas anything, specifically if you got some Adidas shoes, bring them just with you, because you gonna need them. Cluck. That's what the set your intentions means. AKA.
The word they inputted was spooky. The location the app gave was eerily close to her house. Davy and her friends live in a rural part of Alabama on Lookout Mountain, and at the bottom of the mountain is an abandoned steel plant, among a few other abandoned buildings in a lower-income neighborhood. The location it gave the group of friends was 3 streets away from them. The location was on a very long road that led on for miles and miles without any other...
And then you're going at nighttime. And then you're going at night.
Intersecting streets. The friends gathered into Davy's car with her friend Misa in the passenger seat and her friends Ash and Beck sitting in the back seat. It didn't take long for the girls to get to the street, and as Davy was about to turn left, she looked at the street sign Owl's Hollow Road. Davy's friends went from loud and excited to instantly quiet as she said, "We're here."
Oh, yeah?
Davy continued driving down this dark road.
Nah! Y'all was loud and rowdy. Y'all was loud and rowdy and goofy. All giggles and shit. Keep that same energy.
Trees and no street lamps. It was pitch black at around 1 a.m., so the group was definitely feeling the creepiness factor kicking in. As they approached the destination, Davy pulled to the side of the road. At this point...
A bunch of dumbasses. Y'all keep these cluck-ass videos coming, because I want to keep reacting to them.
All 3 of Davy's friends were becoming apprehensive about the whole thing.
No. You can't. Nah. Apprehensive? I don't even know what that shit means. That sounds like you doubting the shit now. Or like you having second thoughts. You here now. We here now, Linda. Sydney. Ashley. We here now, Club. Oh, let's do this shit.
Very dark trail that led into the woods. The 4 friends sat in the car for a few minutes and laughed nervously about whether they should go through with this or not, but they all felt uneasy. The group started to agree that it felt like they were being watched. Despite being in a locked car, they felt vulnerable being alone with just a dying phone and a switchblade, so they all agreed to leave, and they pulled off further down the road. They kept driving, exploring this narrow road, and there was nothing but trees and the occasional street lamp. Davy was getting tired and decided to...
You know what I just thought about? He said, Mr. Nightmare said driving down the road and going past an occasional street light. Whose idea was it to put a street light every mile or whatever and not have street lights every few feet going down the road? Why you gotta put a street light every 6 miles? Damn. You couldn't put more street lights on the shits?
just do a 3-point turn on the very narrow road and go back home. There was a sense of relief until the group realized they had to pass the trail again. As they passed it, Davy looked in her rearview mirror and saw what seemed to be a hooded male figure standing in front of the trail. She pressed the gas even harder, but she didn't tell her friends what she saw because she didn't want to scare them. The friends briefly talked about that night before going to sleep around 2 a.m. The next morning, Beck went home and Davy took Ash to work. Misa decided to hang out with Davy for a little longer before she had to be home in a few hours. They discussed going back to the trail since it was daylight and they felt a bit more comfortable.
Cluckness is cluckness. Cluckness is going to happen to you day or night, any hour, at any time, no matter what you're doing, no matter who you are. You do some cluck shit gonna happen.
They made their way back to the trail and got out of the car, this time with keys and phone in one hand and pocket knife in the other. As they walked up the trail, they realized it led uphill, something they didn't notice the night before because it was so dark. They started to feel like something was off, like they were being watched again.
Oh, yeah?
They made it to the top of the trail, which led to a clearing, almost like a dump site as she described it. There were tires, fast food garbage, household items, etc. The two started looking around some more and came across a bunch of mattresses scattered throughout the clearing. The disturbing part was the mattresses were made beds. Pillows, blankets, sheets, all that you'd expect on a made bed. The sight was so unsettling that the two friends agreed to leave. They hurried back downhill towards the car, and about halfway, Misa stopped in front of Davy and pointed into the woods and said, "What is that?" as she spotted a red cooler in a small ditch, something they hadn't seen on the way uphill. They stepped down into the ditch to examine it, and as they walked over to it, all the two friends could smell was the stench of something rotting. Upon looking around the surrounding area, she spotted a dead cat carcass lying a few meters away. Avoiding getting too close to the dead carcass, she grabbed a big stick and tilted the cooler upright, which had a bit of weight to it, making it difficult. Something could be heard sloshing around inside of it, like it was full of ice. She shoved the stick into the top of it and opened it slightly.
What you doing? What you doing? This is why I find it extremely hard to have friends. I don't know what's more of in this world. People that's about that cluck life or people that's not. Like, all right.
When it opened, a gust of hot, moist, putrid air hit Davy in the face. Bugs and maggots immediately started coming out of the cooler, along with a horrid smell of decaying, overpowering the smell of the cat. Upon opening it a little more, what she saw was a wad of wet, matted black hair. Davy ran back to Misa and yelled to get in the car. The two sped down the road as Misa frantically asked Davy what was in the cooler, but she couldn't open her mouth in fear of puking. After driving a little ways up the road, hoping to find a driveway to assist in turning around, Davy eventually gave up and did another really tight three-point turn on the narrow road, but the two would have to pass the trail one more time. As they did, Davy noticed some pieces of wood in the road that had not been there before. She looked around and saw the same hooded male figure from the night before, standing in the woods. She drove her car over the pieces of wood, damaging the bottom of her front bumper, and then sped off back home. She and her friend returned to the trail one more time since this incident to record.
Tell me what the crap is wrong with people? Huh? I would get up, but I don't got no drawers on. I just got sweatpants. Y'all probably did not need to know all that. I'm just saying, like, I didn't want to get up, you know, and then, like, this video get demonetized You know what I mean? Oh, man, Toby. I haven't recorded a video in a long time. And that's the first video I'm recording, and I'm stressed the hell out. Alright.
Which was the footage you've been seeing. Davey has deleted the Randonautica app and not used it since.
I would hope so. I would hope so.
Earlier I had mentioned that there was a video that inspired Davey and her friends to try the app themselves. That video was filmed by a couple TikTok users, who each posted their own angles of the video.
Guys, we found a suitcase at the
Deadass, that suitcase might have a body in it. Or body parts. Something dead is in that suitcase.
Wait, open it. Open it. It stinks, y'all.
You notice how all them people right there is not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. I promise you, they not like us.
Oh. Oh. Okay, so she's calling the police so we can see if it's actually a dead body or it's just food. And here's the crime scene.
So we just found this suitcase and we're gonna get it. Okay, so they're like opening it up with the sticks because we don't want to.
The Randonautica app generated a location that led them to a rocky break wall below a jetty at the shore of Alki Beach in West Seattle, when they found a mysterious black suitcase washed up on a bunch of rocks under the bridge. As they approached the suitcase, they realized there was a foul odor emitting from the suitcase, and the contents of the suitcase may be more disturbing than they had initially thought. The teens called the police, but with Seattle police response times being notoriously slow, the police took 3 to 4 hours to show up.
Ain't no clucking way. Ain't no 3 to 4 hours. That's why you can't trust nobody.
And by that time, the tide had risen enough to where the suitcase had washed away. It took a scuba team to retrieve the suitcase and its contents. The contents were indeed quite disturbing. The remains of a couple, Jessica Lewis, who was 35, and Austin Wenner, who was 27, were found inside of the black garbage bag inside the suitcase. Their murderer was their landlord, Michael Dudley, who the pair had previously argued with regarding their rent payments. It was reported by neighbors that on the night of the pair's murder...
It's never that serious. It's never that serious. It is never that serious. It's never that serious. It's never that serious. It's never that serious.
A male voice could be heard screaming, "Please don't do this, just let me leave," before gunshots were fired. And this was reportedly 10 days before the suitcase was found. The videos had eventually been taken down by the teens. With so many people using an app that's designed to send you to randomly generated places, it's inevitable that sometimes people are going to run into some horrific things that they were not supposed to find. So if you do use the app or anything like it, it's best to just stay alert to your surroundings.
Is this app still active? I can't tell because I'm using my phone to record. I don't know. First of all, I never heard of this app. This is my first time hearing this app because of Mr. Nightmare. Second, I don't know. Also, I don't know if if the app is still active because I'm using my phone to record my videos. But regardless of the fact, I feel like this app was literally designed by cluckies, to get people clucked up. On me, that's what I believe. You send in, or the app generates, what is it? The app generates random locations that's either near or somewhat near your house. And you go to that? This app was literally designed by cluck asses. To get people caught up and clucked up. That's crazy. And if this app is still live and active and you can download it and use it, 4 years straight, people have been getting clucked up or finding themselves in these cluck ass situations for 4 years straight. That's insane. Side note, is Pokemon Go still a thing? I don't know. I just want to know. That's it. But, yeah. I'm going to try to get out some videos, but it's a little tough right now. But bear with me. We're gonna get back to what it was. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy. My family.